Hey everybody, welcome to Naughty by Imagination. I'm your host Napoleon, and we're going to be reading some fanfiction. Today's selection is called Your Mess Is Mine by Fight Sister Fight. The description reads, I know I'm into some fucked up shit, but I'm not going to fuck you when you're halfway through a panic attack. Okay. Interesting enough. But I've read and heard about weirder shit, so we're just gonna keep reading. This says, English is not my first language. If there are any mistakes of concern, please let me know. Okay. There are mentions of rape / non-consensual sex and incest in the story. So, trigger warning for those who get uneasy feelings for those subjects. Jack opened the door to Miranda's office. The cheerleader was so engrossed in her work she didn't even notice her. Or maybe she was just pretending. She was very good at ignoring Jack if she wanted to. The convict didn't care, though. She liked to stomp into the cheerleader's office and announce that they were going to fuck. Whoa. Okay. Why'd she call her a cheerleader? Maybe that's what she called her into. I don't remember their fight too much. It's been a long since I played too. Anyway, sorry. She loved how the cheerleader could never really hide the excitement or lust that would cloud her eyes, even if she pretended so hard to be annoyed by Jack. And it all started weeks ago, after she and the cheerleader had a huge fight in Miranda's office about the Telton facility. It was only after Shepard intervened that Jack had retreated to the engineering deck. Oh, okay, so this is the fight. Alright, never mind. Miranda had come down from her hidey hole a few days later. Jack was so sure that the bitch was only there because Shepard had told her to apologize. She had been lying on her cot and hadn't even turned around when she heard the cheerleader coming. That bitch hadn't asked for it. That bitch hadn't asked her to. I'm sorry for what I said, Jack, Miranda had started. I don't know if and to what extent the elusive man knew about Pergia. I'm gonna say Pergia. But what they did to you was wrong. What they did to you there was wrong. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It wasn't your fault, Jack spat out. No, Miranda had answered softly, but it wasn't yours either. She had left then, and Jack had curled up on her side to ponder at this unexpected interruption. It had to be because Shepard told her to, she decided. The cheerleading couldn't just have had a change of heart. However, when Shepard came down the next day, she told Jack to haul her ass upstairs to the mess hall. I'm done with you moping around here. I can't force either of you to apologize, but this ends now. Afterward, Jack had stormed to the cheerleader's office. Shepard didn't make you apologize, she stated. Miranda had looked up from her work and had stared back at her with those icy blue eyes. No. Then Jack had leaned over her desk and kissed her. Miranda had kissed her back. And they'd fuck. Twice. Wait. That's a jump. It goes from, I hate you to, I'm sorry to, you're only doing this because somebody told you to, and then you find out that person didn't tell him to, and then you just go in that room and fuck them? Alright, I guess that's how we make it up in the, what is this? It's not the 21st century. This is like the 25th century. This is how we make it up in the 25th century. And fucking Phineas and Ferb couldn't even make this shit up. It has been good, and their fucking had become a regular thing. Sometimes the cheerleader would come down to engineering at night, but most of the time she snuck into Miranda's office. And that's just what she was doing now. She made her way towards Miranda's desk and spun the chair around. She straddled the Cerberus officer's lap. You wanna fuck? Fuck, okay. I mean, I wish people asked me like that, but sorry. Anyway. The dark-haired woman's lips curled into a grin. She gave a small nod. Just be careful with these pair of panties, convict. I happen to be quite attached to them. Show some self-control. She was smirking. Jack grabbed the back of her head and pulled her pulled her in for a bruising kiss. Miranda gasped when she let go, but then Jack pulled back and kissed her hungrily. Jeez, alright, this must be some good pussy. That's real shit. Okay, you just coming in, putting your feet on the table. Look, you can take this. And she just like, okay. And that's it. Whatever. The cheerleader fumbled with the strap. Oh, the strap that covered Jack's nipples. Oh, shit. I was about to say, damn. Look, then he gonna take their clothes off. She pulled the strap out. Okay, never mind. fumbled with the strap over Jack's nipples, and Jack softly slapped her hands away. After another kiss, she pulled the cheerleader out of the chair, kicked the chair away, and bent Miranda over her desk. She started to kiss the cheerleader's neck. I've been waiting to have you like this for fuck. Sorry. I've been waiting to have you like this for a long time, she murmured. To fuck you from behind on your own desk. She yanked her panties down and pressed her hips into Miranda's ass so the older woman could feel the appendage she was wearing. Alright, yeah, where'd she get that from? She wasn't just wearing it. It's not like it went from her putting it on and then she pressed it. She was just wearing that shit. Like, you walked in the door with it on and just whipped it out. Okay, that's what we doing. Jack, what? The cheerleader gasped and got up on her elbows. She turned her head around. I brought you a surprise, cheerleader. Do you like it? Fuck, yes. Oh shit. Oh, well, okay. Miranda moaned and Jack thrusted the fake cock against her ass again, and the convict pressed her lips on Miranda's to silence her. Jack fumbled around for the zipper on the other woman's catsuit and pulled it down. Okay, so where is everybody else? Is this in the middle of the night? I'm guessing this is in the middle of the night. She bit into Miranda's shoulder. You gotta be quieter. I think Chambers may have heard us last time. She started asking questions. I told her to fuck off, but still, keep quiet. Miranda had an ugly scowl on her face, and Jack knew she really wanted to snarl something bitchy, but in the end she just nodded. Good girl. I mean, I could see Jack doing this. She cupped one of Miranda's breasts and stroked a pink nipple. I fucking love your tits, cheerleader. Miranda got some. Miranda was the like perfectly built female in Mass Effect. Like, no other female. Well, Diane, what was her name? That reporter from 3. She was thick too, but they made her boobs all sucky. I'm guessing because she was wearing a dress. Because if you put Shepard in a dress when she's in the ship, whenever she comes out of her suit, then that's how her boobs look too. So I'm guessing that's just what everybody's boobs look like in a dress. But Miranda's tits were like plump, and her ass was like pow. Like Miranda was thick, but was like slim, thick with her cute ass. Like Miranda was like, fuck. You don't want to fuck Miranda. I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Fuck. I'm just saying. She was. If anybody else played Mass Effect, she was. Y'all knew she was. Good girl. She kept one of Miranda's. Oh, I fucking love your tips, cheerleader. Miranda moaned and pressed her breast even more in Jack's hand. Yeah, I know. I love it. I love it too when I touch them. You love it too when I touch them. She pushed her right hand in between the cheerleader's legs and the desk and cupped her mound. Why do you call it like that? I mean, whatever. Her fingers immediately found the wet spot on her precious black thong. Geez, you get going so easy, don't you, cheerleader? She racked her nail across the wet fabric between Miranda's labia, but got dissatisfied. The only answer was a moan. She tweaked one of Miranda's nipples. I asked you a question, Ow! Ow. Sorry, I had to rub myself real quick. I shouldn't have fucking said that. Casual get the duck. Or don't. I don't know. Fucking duck it. Fuck it. Duck it. The Cerberus operative moaned again. What? I said you always get wet for me so easily, don't you? Yes, Miranda asked, grasping for air. She grabbed Jack's hand and tried to move the conflict's finger back to massage her clit. Are you going to do something about that? Or are you just planning to talk me to death? Ooh! Jack slapped her ass and pulled the wet panties down Miranda's legs. She pushed the cheerleader's upper body down on the desk again. Oh, I'll fucking do something about it, princess. Don't worry. She grabbed the purple dildo that was strapped to her hips and slid the tip in between Miranda's labia. The cheerleader moaned and thrust her ass higher in the air. Fuck Marie. It's Marie because it's Miranda, but it's M-I-R-I, so I'm just saying Marie. Fuck Marie, you're such a dirty little slut. She immediately noticed she had said something wrong. The cheerleader stiffened and her breathing quickened. It was weird. She loved telling Miranda in lewd and obtuse and obscene ways how wet she was, how tight her pussy was, how she was going to fuck her into nirvana. Usually it would only get the cheerleader wet. Jack let the dildo go, and it flopped up and down uselessly. Are you okay? She asked. Oh shit. She must have struck a chord. And Miranda just grunted. Yeah, I'm fine. Just continue. She was panting though. She was panting though, and her whole body trembled. Her face was pale instead of the usual blush Jack had noticed to cover her cheeks and chest when she was turned on. Jack laid a hand on her perfectly shaped ass cheek. In the former Kerber's agent tensed. Yeah, she do got some nice ass. She do got a nice ass. Like I can't even deny that. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of that sweet ass and put it on the thumbnail. Her knuckles were white, and her hands were gripping the desk tightly. Go on, I'm fine, Miranda said again. Like hell you are. Geez, I know I'm into some fucked up shit, but I'm not gonna fuck you when you're halfway through an anxiety attack. Oh, that's where that comes from. Okay. To be honest, it scared her that the cheerleader would let her. She put her tattooed hand on Miranda's shoulder. Come on, go sit down. She pulled the cheerleader to her feet and guided her to the bed. To her great horror, Miranda started to cry. Jack could deal with a bossy, snappy Miranda, but she definitely couldn't deal what to do with crying, panic Miranda. To be honest, she and Miranda only fought and fucked. The only way she knew how to handle Miranda was by fucking her into oblivion. It sounded kind of lame when she thought about it. I'm sorry, it's just I needed to see your face. My father, he would exactly the same thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. My father, he would exactly the same thing. Called me his little slut when he forced himself on me. It was as if I was suddenly back there. Oh no. Oh fuck. Tears and snot were running down her cheeks while she was blabbling, and for once she didn't look perfect, but like a scared little girl. Oh, I mean, we had a warning, but I don't know, I guess I wasn't ready. I was caught up in that, so I wasn't ready for that. Shit, that's fucked up. Jack walked back to the desk and yanked the tissue from the box. He offered it to Miranda to wipe her nose. I'm sorry, I didn't know. You couldn't have known. The cheerleader sniffled. Her breathing got a little calmer as she blew her nose. I'm sorry, we can still if you want to. I don't mind your filthy mouth. I like it, but maybe not from behind. She sounded so unsure that Jack wanted to slap her for it. Sure, she muttered. Whatever the fuck you want, okay? She paused for a second and sheepishly added, you know, don't let me or any other motherfucker ever do something you don't enjoy. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks. Just give me a minute. Jack rubbed the cheerleader's back. She stared down at the purple dildo that was attached to her harness between her legs and felt silly. She undid the straps and took it off. What are you doing, Miranda asked. We can still... Nah, Jack shrugged. She could feel that the cheerleader was still agitated and didn't want to push her to do anything in the state. You totally killed the mood with your crying. She gave Miranda's shoulder a teasing push. Why don't we lie down in your ridiculously big bed and listen to some music? Where do you keep your chocolate? My what? Oh, don't fuck with me, cheerleader. I know you have a secret sugar stash somewhere for when you get on your period or when his elusiveness chews you out. Fine. It's in my desk drawer, the bottom one. The combination is 483. Oh, that's so sweet. 5 minutes later, they were propped up on the bed. A box of fancy chocolate pralines. I never knew how to fucking say that. Like, I love the ice cream. It's like pralines and caramel, something like that. But I never know how to fucking say that. Don't know how to fucking talk either. You can't possibly call this music, Miranda complained. Is this what the kids are listening to these days? It's just yelling. And what's this noise in the background? Is it an Alcor? Is that an Alcor? Jack rolled her eyes. Fuck you, and I'm not a kid. No, you're an adult with horrible taste. I'd argue that's even worse. Screw you. So eloquent. What the fuck does that even mean? The cheerleader chuckled and brought another piece of chocolate to her mouth. It means you have such a rich vocabulary. Jack elbowed Miranda and mumbled, shut up. Both of them laughed. It felt good. Jack decided to sit here with the cheerleader, listen to music, and eat chocolate. Apparently Miranda thought the same, because she took a deep breath and said, "Thank you, Jack. How you treated me tonight. You could have always left after." She paused for a second, "But I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad I didn't either." Oh, alright, that was sweet. That was real sweet. I'm not even going to deny that. I mean, I had a warning at the top, so I knew it was coming, but like I was caught up in fuck yeah, she about to slap that dick on her butt, get in, like what's up, like hey, you about to fucking what they say, flip it, slip it, tumble it, all what the fuck is that? So I don't know how to fucking say it, but then she hit us with the sad shit, and it's like oh. Boner all the way gone, just automatically on zero. Like I'm on like most of the shit that I read, like fan fiction wise, is incest. Fucking it's normally somebody who, or I'm reading something that has incest in it in one way, shape, or in one form or another. But that was still a little much. Sorry if that made anybody uncomfortable, but that was still a sweet ending. So if you did and managed to get through it, I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. This was kind of short, or short compared to my other ones, but maybe that's a good thing. Well, anyway, this has been Audio Imagination with your host, Napoleon, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.